I've just left this side open with mesh. I can always zip it up later, but I'm just, how can I close the door and just look at the inside of a tent when I've got a view like this and I can watch the rain coming in. We'll see how this tent does in this weather then, shall we? Hopefully it's calmed down. I don't know if it has, just very quickly it has. We'll see what happens. This is set in for the night, it looks like. If it dies down, I'll cook something. If not, I'm just got to play it by ear. It's gone dark now, so it's 8 o'clock. Clouds are much lower, but I'm dry in here, really no problem. All organised. Well, here I am. That was frantic. I couldn't film anything, but goodness, it was just, the wind was like, I don't know, I wouldn't like to say, it was at least 50 miles an hour, maybe more, but anyway, it reversed as well, so the tent wasn't set up right, so that if wind came from no direction, it was just going to take it out. So I had to take really drastic action and put everything in dry bags, just get out of there before the whole thing took off with me in it. You can probably hear it outside. It's like, if you wonder where I am, I'm actually in the toilet of the YHA. Now, thank God this is here, because without this, I don't know what would have happened. It's pouring down as well now. So this is the room for the night now. I'm safe. Saved all my things. I took evasive action. I could see what was happening. This was my contingency plan if it did go sour. So anyway, yeah, I'm in here for the night. I'll have to try and sleep sitting on the toilet if that's possible. I don't know, it's really a bad storm, and that's not what the forecast said, just some rain, but not like, you know, such high winds. There's no way I would have attempted this if I know, but I checked the forecast and it was just rain, and I think it was like 15-mile-an-hour gusts. It was nothing. Anyway, the result is got the thermarest to protect me from the toilet. Extreme measures here. It's cold, so luckily I've got some merino wool underlayers which I kept for emergency. Put those on and I'm okay now. Everything else is soaked, look. So that's me tonight in here. So how do you sleep in the toilet? Well, it's quite a clean toilet actually, I'm not complaining. At least I'm not in the storm. I've got in my sleeping bag, I'm off the floor, just sort of popping myself on the wall. This is where good equipment is essential. I mean, this rub sleeping bag, can wrap it around me. I'm just standing up for a minute just to get the circulation going, and the thermarest kept me warm. The best thing I did was I made sure this stayed dry, put it straight in the dry bag and got it out of the tent before it got soaked, because it would have got soaked, and if this had got soaked it would have lost all the warmth. So that was a really important thing. Main thing is you've got to keep this dry, and so you've got a way of staying warm, because out here, you know, it's going to be near freezing, and again with the if you get everything soaked, you're going to be in trouble quite quickly. So really thankful that I managed to get into this little toilet here and just wait this out. I'm warm, I'm fine, but it just shows you how quickly things deteriorate. And I did have this as a contingency. I wouldn't have, without this toilet being here, I wouldn't have been just camping there. So it was a blessing that I happened to be here at this YHA, even if at this unforseen, even though it's closed. At least I could use the toilet. 30ish. So I'm just waiting for daylight, maybe at 6:30, just to assess the situation. I think it's going to be really too bad to go over the mountain, to be totally honest. So I'm going to reassess things, see if I can get a lift out of here from somewhere. Got no phone signal, which is not ideal, but there is somebody actually staying here. I think a worker stays here, so maybe he can give me a lift into town or something. And then I think I'm going to probably have to get into a B&B or something just for a night until things settle down, and then regroup and continue the coast to coast adventure. Complete whiteout. Still raining. There's no way I'm going over there today. Can't see anything. I'll get lost in no time. Look at that, there's no way I'm going up there. Absolutely no way in the world. Just have a quick look to see if I can find any pegs. I did lose 2 pegs. There's no way I'm going over there today. Not. I get back in the dry and get wet. I've got everything ready, so I'm ready to sort of go. Tent in this bag, totally soaked, everything else in there. No let up in the weather whatsoever. Still blowing a lot and very wet. I'm going to get soaked, so I'm hoping maybe I get a lift with this guy or woman into town. That's what I'm really hoping. So it's 8 o'clock. There must be some stirring soon. I'll wait and see. Probably give them a scare out of their minds. Try not to scare them. But I think that's the plan. I can't stay here forever, and I'm not going over the mountains like this. I'm going to go back in a Dale Bridge or somewhere, see if I can find somewhere to stay until this storm clears. Well, I spoke to the woman here who's at this youth hostel, and the one going backwards is full, so there's no space there, so I've got no alternative but to go on at least 5 miles over the mountain, which is going to be fun, but it's 5 miles. The path, I've researched the path, I should be fine. I'm going to try and do it in 2 or 3 hours. It's quite high elevation, and then I'm going to go from there. So up to the mountain we go in the fog. So that's my home for last night, and off through the mountain. Now this is going to be an adventure, that's for sure, and you can see how much water there was last night. Just making sure I stay on the path. What can go wrong, really? Just being careful because it's quite slippy. But the waterfalls there, look, there's so much water. It's rained non-stop for, I don't know, 15 hours now. Look at the water coming down there. The wind is behind me, so sort of blowing me along. So this is my first river crossing. Look at this. There's a footpath. I'm going to put this away and film from the other side. I survived. I found a way across. I'm at the top, I think, or near the top. All the waterfalls down there, all the mist. It's like going up a staircase, one after the other, just one step at a time. And eventually you get up to the top here, well, not the very top, but at least to the end of this pass, to some open ground. Then I go off to the right, follow these cairns. So it's pretty wild on the top here. It's like a river everywhere. Try not to disappear in the bog. Here's another cairn. I'm so glad I came this way today. There's nobody else. I wonder why. Let's see how this rob jacket copes with this torrential rain at the top of the mountain. True rain test. Icy wind. Straight up. It must be 600 meters or something. I can't wait to get to unforseen. Poor tramway. As you can see, it's flooded, but it takes me down to the mine shaft and to the mining area, and that's enough for today. I think I'm going to call it a day, get to Borrowdale, and then I need to get my head down. I think this is the descent down the old tramway. Wow, what a battle. But I feel the sense of success. I've broken the back of it and it's all downhill from here. It's very slippy, easy break a leg. That would not be funny. You can see how people get into difficulty, can't you? And this is certainly true of these steps here. Absolutely deadly, and just when you think you're there, your guard's gone, but I'm taking it very slowly down here because it's so slippery. No wind, no rain. The first time in 3 hours. What an achievement to get down here. Now, where's the unforseen mountain rescue, which I didn't call them today. State. Like the Wild West. Welcome to the Wild West. YHA now. I'm so glad to see you today. I need a battery charger. It's a third day, maybe one day earlier than expected, but I need to charge things and myself. Well, there's no one here yet, so it's a long time since I've been to YHA, in fact probably 30 years. So I'm not sure what time they open, probably 4 o'clock or something. There's a lovely cafe just back there. But first let me just do the test. So has this let water in? Has the rob jacket let water in? No? See? Totally dry. Totally dry. Absolutely totally dry. A little bit of condensation. No. On the sleeve, a little bit of condensation, very light, but totally dry. So that's the rob ascent. I think it's called the ascent. I can't remember what it's called. I think the rob, and that was pounded. Look at that on the back. That was pounded for about 3 hours driving rain. From the back here, nothing at all. So that's a win, isn't it? Fantastic. So what about these Gore-Tex trousers? Let's test these. Have they let water in? So the Army Gore-Tex trousers are only £26. Supposed to be breathable, but you can see I've got a little bit of water there, mostly dry, but slightly damp, I'd say. Not soaking wet. This side's dry. But slightly damp, but it could be condensation as well. So I don't know if you can have really waterproof trousers completely, but they're not that. They're slightly damp, and they'll soon dry. These trousers. So yeah, still not bad for £26 anyway. Obviously, the Raab jacket cost almost, well, not 10 times, but 7 or 8 times more than this. So I guess you get what you pay for. And what's the verdict of these Solomon hiking boots? Are they waterproof? They're Gore-Tex as well, and I even sprayed them with the waterproofing. Have they leaked on that walk? Well, unfortunately, yes. My feet are soaking wet, but it was, I mean, I don't know if you can have I don't know if you've got a boot that doesn't let in any water, but my socks are soaked, absolutely soaked. So they're sort of shower proof. It takes a while, but you can see after 3 hours of torrential downpour, they're soaked. What about the Osprey backpack cover? Does that keep out the rain on a rain test? Well, let's have a look. And I'd have to say, yes, it has worked. People said it was showerproof, but actually it's totally dry. Totally dry. So that's kept my pack, and that was torrential for 3 hours. It is totally dry. So that does actually work. That's amazing. I've got everything in dry bags anyway inside, just in case. But yeah, it's a win. You never know what your kit is going to do until you take it out in conditions like that. So I hope you like this rain test. I did a rain test before. I tested this before I came. I tested the trousers. I've tried to refine things, and I don't think there's anything that's absolutely perfect, but I hope these little insights are helpful to you. So I hope that was interesting. Waiting for the YHA to open. What do you do? I might have a nap on here, I think, as soon as I didn't sleep last night. Well, it's after 4 o'clock now. I thought they'd start opening at 4 o'clock. Not a sign of anyone. The car park's empty. No way of knowing if they're coming to open this tonight. It would be nice to get my own room and have a shower and use the facilities and the chargers and everything, but it might not happen. I might have to camp here. I might have to stealth camp here in this corridor. But outside it's blowing a gale. The weather's just as bad as it was all of last night. There's no way I'm going to go out there. So at least it's dry in here. And you know, it's warm with the sleeping bag on, it's cold if I don't have it on. So that's my view of the slate mine. You can actually see the fell now, the hill. Couldn't see it at all before, so I guess that's something. But I'm just gonna have to wait it out here. It could be a lot worse, and it could be a lot better if they came and opened the place up. As you can see, I've got my things everywhere, hanging up, hopefully drying, I don't know. Taken over the place. Thank God the door is open. I did manage to sleep a couple of hours as well this afternoon. So I do feel better. I did get some food, some soup. There's a cafe around the corner. And a sausage roll, would you believe? Some real food for a change. It's really odd being sort of off grid. I've got no signal. I can't communicate with anyone. I hope nobody's worried about me. No phone signal. And well, that's it. I'm just going to wait here. Wait it out until I can get out of here and get to a phone signal at some point. So this is becoming a familiar look. It's lovely and warm inside here, conserves my heat, and I don't know what I'd do without this, to be honest. If I didn't have a proper sleeping bag, I don't know if I would have survived last night, really. It would have been very uncomfortable. Because I had to sleep like this, pretty much, sitting on the toilet last night. So, one night on the toilet. I've never slept on the toilet all night before. Oh dear, the white tea trying to attack me. So, one night in the toilet, one night in here. This is luxurious living, isn't it? Wow, no expense spared on my holiday. You're not supposed to do this indoors, but I've got no choice. It's so windy outside, so I'm going to open the door. As far as I can see, there's no smoke alarm in here. So coffee in here, brewing nicely, and porridge in here. I thought I'd have a late breakfast. Hot coffee, just what I need. Oh, very hot. I'll stay hot for ages in there. And then porridge. And I've got water in the corner to wash up behind me. It's not bad, this camping at the YHA. Everything I need. Planning the route for tomorrow. I've covered 30 miles, half the Lake District, and 30 miles to go until I end the Lake District. So on the menu tonight is the Sea Summit to Eat, it's called. I'm going to say Sea to Summit. It's pasta bolognese. It's a bit uncouth, probably eating in bed, I don't know. But hey, looks really good actually, this Summit to Eat. It's actually really good, tastes like a proper meal. Not like some of the other ones you can have. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy this, and as you can see, I'm all set up now. You can see my whole, everything's arranged. I've got all I need. My chair, can read tonight, do a bit more research about the walk, and I'm going to have an early night, and then get up early tomorrow, and off I go, hopefully. It's still really foggy outside, still blowing the gale. But hopefully tomorrow brings a better weather. Who knows? It is. I mean, it was forecast rain, but I haven't been able to check today. Hopefully it's improved. And tomorrow I'm hoping to get to Grasmere, and then I really need to charge everything, so I will check into a B&B or something in Grasmere, hopefully. So this might be probably be more salubrious tomorrow, but this is fine. It's almost like a bothy really, but nobody else here, so brilliant. Anyway, so I'll see you tomorrow. End of day 3, and I look forward to day 4 tomorrow. And what an adventure. It just shows you things can deteriorate pretty fast. That was quite a shock. It really was.